want to be where the Negroes are. I want to
Oh my gosh, that was everything. The timing on that was perfect. My sister almost trucked up her grapes, baby. Oh, come on.
walking around on the what you call it block.
Okay.
What? Welcome to 10 Talk, where our conversations are always on 10, our personalities are on 100. So today we're supposed to be doing a sibling tag where all of my siblings ask me questions and I have to answer it honestly, regardless of what the question is. Half of them are missing, mostly the boys because boys suck. But we're just gonna get straight into this episode, and we're gonna start with Leilani.
Oh, are we now?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So my question is, out of all of us, who do you think would have the most children? Who do you think wants the biggest family?
Who's gonna have the most children? Probably me. Probably because I feel like I have
How many do you want?
I have the highest tolerance for kids. I think I feel like I can deal with kids. I feel like I love kids. I understand kids. Me and kids just vibe. Now, when I actually pop out the first one, that might be Mari lie detector test. Herman, that was a lie. But right now, I think it would probably be me. Yeah,
I mean, if you're over it after the first one, you can always adopt.
that's true. I want to have 3 kids. I want to have 1 boy and 2 girls. But I definitely am up to adoption. There's a lot of kids in like foster.
Bruh, you said 3 kids, like that's a lot of kids.
No. I said birth 3 kids. But I definitely want to adopt kids. I want to foster kids. I want to be like Rosalind Dacus, Mother Teresa.
Do not put my mama name out there like that.
Oh, I said her. I didn't say her middle name, so she good. So let's move on. Next question.
I feel like this is not how a sibling tag works.
I feel like this is great. Okay, I'm having fun. So go ahead and ask a question, Sharif.
The point of a sibling tag is for everybody to answer the question. Not for
No,
one person to ask one sibling.
when we discussed this, it was everyone asked one person a question. Were you not in the conversation that day? Because I'm pretty sure you were.
No, but I told you back then that's not how a sibling tag works. I've watched sibling tags. I've done the research. This is not how a sibling tag works. But if this is the way Lacey tags work, fine. Let's do a Lacey tag, not a sibling tag. All right, I guess my question then is, who?
I'm sorry. I love how I can hear you better from downstairs than I can on here.
Only Sharif.
Who is the most likely, do you think, to it just left? Who's the most likely, you think, to I don't know, get arrested?
That's easy, Tisha. Tisha's definitely the most likely to get arrested.
Have you seen Samuel? Shamar? That would be my end.
Wait a minute. So I'm gonna get arrested. You see me. Get into it real quick. Okay, hoes. But you want to say I'm gonna get arrested? That's a no for me.
Tisha's the most likely to get arrested because it's for this reason and this reason for the most. Okay, because I have a big mouth and I like to cash checks that I can't cash. So because I like to cash checks that I can't cash, then I tell Tisha about the check. Tisha gonna cash the check, so she gonna be in jail.
Wait, you like to cash checks?
Oh my gosh.
Cash. The saying is, I write checks that I can't cash.
Exactly. So I write the check. Tisha cashes it. And one fight, we all fight. We don't play fair.
Oh my! I mean, then again, literally, almost all of my brothers have threatened to kill anyone who ever listen to hurt anyone who ever hurts me. So I mean, they wouldn't.
Yeah,
They,
but you're just talking. I feel like Tisha's
you
really
know,
pull ups. Okay, Tisha's really
Tisha,
pull up.
Tisha said. I mean,
I mean, those are facts.
Tisha for sure didn't fault people for me. So
Those are facts. And Hassani's still probably recovering from that purple lunchbox upside the head with that broke nose he had. Sure
what?
did. Second grade. Sabrina was in second grade. I was in third, whatever grade. We was in third grade, second or third grade. And the little boy was talking about, oh, you gonna talk about my sister? Oh, I'll take care of that for you. And I had this purple lunchbox, and it was a hard shell lunchbox with stripes in it. And I hit the bejesus out of him with that lunchbox.
Tisha.
Tisha's going to jail, you guys. We got bail money. You good? I got you.
We'll bail you out. But yeah, that's why. That's why Tisha. Okay. Sabrina, do you have a question?
Let me see what I can ask. Okay. What do you like about being from a big family, and what do you dislike about being from like a big family?
Love this question. So what I like about being from a big family is that I feel like I have a sibling for everything. Like I have a mental health sibling, I have a I need to borrow money sibling, I have a come beat this person up sibling, I have a I'm crying and I want you to make me laugh sibling, I have a remind yourself to stay humble because I don't like you for real sibling. Like
You just all you're doing is naming Tisha and Sabrina in alternating orders. That's how you
no,
know.
no. I don't like you for real sibling is should I, but every now and then he'll give me a hug, he'll give me some love, make me feel, important. Then I have, Shamar, who will do anything I ask him to do, even if he complains. Then I have Lorray, who literally will read me for filth, but it's okay. She still loves me. And then I have Leilani, who makes me feel important because she's just my baby and I love her. And Sabrina makes me laugh and she puts me in check and I borrow money from her. And Tisha supports me emotionally and will fight for me. So, I got a sibling for literally everything. And
So
then
all I do is support and fight. That's it. That's you gonna say that's all I done as a mother. That's it.
Emotional support is very important.
emotional support is a really big deal. And she paid my phone bill from when I was like 12 to I don't know when. So, it's cool.
Until I kicked y'all rusty tails off. All y'all.
See, she's emotional, that's why she's so violent. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, somebody. Oh, cut this girl out.
she's gonna get on a plane and she's gonna come fight me. Okay. But yeah, that's my favorite. My least favorite probably would have just been like growing up, never having any personal space, never being able to be by yourself, always having somebody there over
Ooh, I know. Ooh.
bothering you,
Ooh.
no privacy, can't even roll in peace. But
Lacey, you're the main one who invades my privacy. Like when you're home, like I just be chilling by myself, and you just want to be doing stuff.
because I be missing you. Like I don't live there no more. I watched you grow up. I was at home when you came home from the hospital, and now your voice all deep. You try to check me. You a foot taller than I am. It just makes me feel good to bother you. Ask me anything. That's it.
What's up with this tone of voice?
What tone of voice?
You just changed.
When I said you can
You
ask
talk about that like, oh my god, guys, you can like ask me anything because
Like,
I'm super open
am I?
and like I'm so like I love you guys so much.
I
Like I
did.
grew up on the beach, like surfing, with like shells and
You know,
bobbers in my hair.
sometimes you gotta switch it up on them. You can't be the same all the time. I got all the accents.
So, real question. In college, was there anything that you feel like was the worst decision that you ever made?
The worst decision I ever made in college was to be outside drunk until 3 o'clock plus in the morning and then have to go to class the next day. Because you're in class, you can't concentrate, you're nauseous, you're sick, you're walking out like you're pregnant because you gotta throw up. And it's just not a good idea.
Feels like fairly normal. I mean, from a person whose only experience with college is literally every single movie and TV show that's ever portrayed college, seems pretty standard.
Yeah. And then to keep it PG, because Ilani's here, taking people home that I didn't know. Thank God that I'm alive and no one killed me. Horrible choices. Very bad. 10 out of 10.
So, what was your best experience in college?
My best experience in college, just the many experiences that I had with my sorority sisters back when I was a little young, aka back in the day, and just like going to different events and planning events and like putting all this effort and time and energy into something and then seeing it actually come to fruition and seeing people enjoy it and making an impact in the community and feeling like what you're doing is actually important and valuable and like having people that you don't even know come up to you be like, wow, I look up to you, or wow, like you inspired me, or you made me feel this kind of way. That was definitely my favorite things about college. I can't think of like one specific thing, but just that in general was really awesome. Questions. And Sharif wants to be annoying by what a sibling tag is. I'm gonna ask Sharif a question. Sharif,
You can't be mad at the boy because he read you your rights and he was right.
hey,
I mean, yeah, like that.
I mean,
this is what we pre-discussed. I thought we were gonna do it with everyone when everyone got in the hot seat, and I was just going first because it was my idea. But that's what I thought.
Anyway, your question.
So my question, Sharif, is if you could change one thing about me, what would it be?
Let me look at my list.
he came for you.
Let's see. The thing that I feel like I would change most about you is sometimes you don't understand that people just need someone to listen to them. You always want to go into problem solving mode, and sometimes that's not what people need. There's ones that are like, okay, listen, life sucks. You want a soda? You want to go get some ice cream? You want some Popeyes?
I'm working on it.
People need.
I'm working on it. Because I have all the advice for everyone and take none of my own. So, who am I?
What y'all want to ask me as the oldest?
Okay, I want to ask you, Tesha, what is one thing that you resent us for?
I don't know that I can say that I resent you guys for anything particularly other than, when I try and run my own bath water, people will go and get in my water before me. Sharif. Sharif. Or eat up all my food. Dude. Wake me up in the middle of the night because they needed a bottle because you, Lacey, were baby. So then he became my child and my responsibility. Or being called a 13-year-old parent. I don't resent you guys for any of that. I mean, but that was my life then.
I was a 13-year-old parent, so it's okay. I was an 11-year-old parent.
I think it's different. I definitely think in Tisha's case it's a lot different.
Tisha just had more kids, but I will never forget the day me and Leilani were in Food for Less, and Leilani wanted some ice cream.
I remember this.
Mom had given me a certain amount of money to go in the store and get something. Leilani is begging for ice cream. And I was like,
I
dude,
remember that part.
have enough money for this ice cream. I'm sorry, I can't get you this ice cream. And this dude must have looked at me like I was the most ghettoest, most ratchet, welfare young mama in the world. Like, yo, baby can't even get no ice cream. And I'm like, this is my sister's. I mean, my kid, But anyways,
I remember someone asking if you were my mom. I don't remember the part about the ice cream, but I definitely remember. And I was like, what? No. You're not even old. You're only 10 years older than me. Like, that's not even old enough.
definitely not. So I want to ask a question for Sabrina. I want to ask Sabrina, what it was your favorite part about living in Germany?
Working.
The wine.
No, that wasn't even the favorite part because you can get German wine in America. My favorite part was finding a black community in Germany because when I actually went to go work for the company I went to work for, I had like severe postpartum. And it was just like a super blessing to just find somebody who was just like, I don't really know you, but just come over here, do your thing. And they just completely like embraced me and supported me. And actually, my first repeat client when I opened my business was a referral from one of my friends that I made in Germany. So she found out that one of her friends lived near my business and was like, yeah, I know that girl. Y'all need to go to her. And yeah, so that was my favorite part about living in Germany.
The
That's
black
super
people.
awesome.
I want to be where the Negroes are. I want
Oh my gosh, that was everything. The timing on that was perfect. My sister almost chucked up her grapes, baby. Oh, come on.
walking around on the what you call it block.
Okay. Okay, Black Ariel.
I really feel like that should be our intro song. Somebody needs to make I Want to Be Where the Negroes Are into an intro song. And that needs to be our
Hold up,
Sharif.
look. And then I'm coming in at the end. Up where they steal, up where they kill, up where they spend all day in their cell. They are not free. They are locked up in the prison.
Oh my god.
Terrible. Trash.
Oh.
So Sharif, we gonna need that edit in about 15, 20 minutes. Because we want to be where the Negroes are.
Dude, we can have some positivity.
I think we need Tisha to do that. She's a singer, so and I'll just be her little contralto in the background, like grandma.
And I'll just pretend to sing like I used to do in the choir, where everybody thought I could sing. I was like, nah, I just be living the words.
What is the most important thing you think having a lot of siblings has taught you?
It has shaped and built my character for people, and giving and helping and serving, because you guys have all needed something, and just that unconditional love. It's taught me unconditional love. It's made me to be who I am today as a parent, I believe. Um, some trial and error. Didn't get everything right, obviously, because there's no rule book. But I mean, you guys have been a great resource to life, and I highly appreciate the bond that we have. I think that's the biggest part that I take away, is that our span is 39, near 39 to what, 15? And we all glean from each other different attributes and characteristics, and we're able to navigate through this thing called life because we all are eclectic in our own way. We all have our own thought process. We all love differently. We laugh differently. You know what I mean? Like our sarcasm is different. I mean, we're just a good old melting pot of everything, and I love it.
I love that answer. Sorry, I'm a simp and I'm drinking wine. So, Leilani, how do you think your life would be different if you were an only child?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I probably would have had a phone before the summer before high school. Uh, but now I have two, so no, but I don't know, there's a lot of things. I feel like a lot of like who I even like a lot of my anxiety comes from being around so many people when I was younger because like it's like I feel like there's always someone that's gonna think that I'm like I feel like being one of the younger siblings like it was hard sometimes because like it's like you have all these older people that you're supposed to be that you're looking up to, but it also feels like you can't like that's hard to get to, like that's a hard standard to live up to. So I feel like it'd be really different too because like I'm so used to being around people. Like even though I spend a lot of time in my room, I'm still like I it would be weird for me. I feel like it would definitely be a very drastic change to how I grew up because I mean like obviously now there's less kids in the house, but there's still kids in the house. So like I'm like I've always lived with people, I've always lived in this house. Like I don't it's hard to even imagine what it would be like to be an only child.
I feel it. Shamar, if you have to change spaces or like spaces, places with one sibling, who would it be and why?
One sibling change places, huh? I feel like I would probably pick Sam. Um, Sam has nice hair. That's number one. Also,
Oh my god.
wait. Also, I feel like um, the ages between I would say 17 and 22 are like the most awkward stages, and I'm like right there in the middle right now. And so if I was Sam, I'd be 26. I'd be out of that stage, and I'd have a better outlook on things, a different outlook. So that's why I picked Sam.
I have a question for everyone, for the room. Which sibling are you closest to?
Right, easy.
Melania.
You guys don't know.
Boy, that is not what she meant.
Sorry, what did you say, Stefan?
Stefan said me because we're literally touching right now, and I said Stefan, that's not what she meant.
You know Stefan on Stefan.
All right. Well, I would have to pick Shaddai because out of my 9 siblings, Shaddai and I have the most in common. We talk a lot, mostly about basketball, but I just feel like Shaddai is the one I relate to the most, so I'll go with Shaddai.
That's because I deal with Shamar's craziness. Like Shamar is like the crazy. I'm like the chill one in the background. I'm like, all right, Shamar, you do whatever.
No, yeah.
Shamar, I'm gonna have 10 kids by tomorrow. I'm like,
No, sir. No, sir.
Shamar, name my kid Washington LaDryer. I'm like, Shamar, you really? He's like, yeah, why not? I'm like, I have fun with that.
So my first best friend was Samuel. You know, I wanted to beat his white friend in kindergarten because she stole him from me and she was white. So I wasn't feeling that at all. Like, how you gonna replace me with a white girl? Like, that's super whack. Um, Sam gets on my nerves the most, and I feel like because he knows how to push my buttons the most, because he just knows me the best, most intimately. But I feel like the sibling that I can like bare my soul to, and I can like tell my whole life story, is Tesha. And she gonna yell at me a little bit if I do something dumb, but she just wants the best for me. So I feel like in terms of like who's like my road dog, who like, come on Sam, let's go do this, let's go to the club, let's go do that, like Sam. But like emotionally closest, Tisha.
I'd say for me, probably Lorray, but also like Sharif. But I feel like me and Lorray, because growing up, it's like I was around mostly boys because all my sisters are older. So and Lorray's still 5 years older than me, but it was like a different connection because like by the time I like right now, like I'm like when I'm like a teenager, y'all are all grown out of the house, and Lorray was still here. I mean, obviously she's in college now, but like I still see her, and I feel like that was a closeness that we had that was different because I grew up with her more than you guys. So I feel like me and Lorray are probably the closest. I mean, I obviously see all these boys every single day, but I feel like me and Lorray definitely are pretty close.
Okay, so the person that's actually closest to me is probably either Sabrina or Dude.
Okay.
Definitely Sabrina.
Sam, well, hello there.
Y'all doing a whole lot. Y'all doing a whole lot.
Because we love you and we're excited to see you. Be grateful.
Oh,
God.
extra.
Sabrina
I
just
mean, that
asked.
too, but
Sabrina just asked the room which sibling they feel like they're closest to. Would you like to answer that question?
Are
you at work? Lord Jesus.
I feel like it's probably Lacey, but I just feel like I have a different relationship with all y'all. That's like, I don't know, it's weird. But it's probably Lacey just because we're the closest in age. Okay, well, gotta go. Back to work.
He popped in and said, okay, that's it.
Really?
Your brother popped in for one question.
I will say that Shamar and Sam are the ones like that most like when they were out of the house and when I finally got a phone, they're the ones who just called me out of the blue, just be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like Shamar will ask me about school, Sam will just ask me about life, Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
answer it.
I'm closest to my sister Ivory, and I'm also closest to probably lately Samuel. So between Samuel and Ivory.
And I have to say that I am definitely super close with Ebony. Um, y'all know I'm a crybaby. So all this like y'all talking about me being there emotionally and supportive and all this other kind of stuff really got me in my feelings, like my punk out feelings. But to see the relationship that Ebony and I have developed over our 30 years of being together is like no other bond. Like I will never ever like I would never give that up for anything in the world. Like I love all my babies. Y'all are my children. And I don't say that lightly. And it's funny because I know like people laugh at me because I'm like, yeah, I got 13 kids. And they like, what? And I'm like, well, well, really I have 12. And because I was including myself. And they're like, why? I'm like, because I have 9 sibling children that are my children first before even having my own kids. And like, I'm just proud. Like, when I tell y'all, I'm so proud of y'all. But yes, the closest one is definitely Sabrina. But I have a different bond with all of you guys. I don't call the younger ones, obviously, hardly ever. Um, and that's not a good thing. But I am glad that we have this platform to be able to like interact with each other. And I know that me and Shamar, like we talk, we engage, um, and Lacey definitely. So I would have to say all of y'all, but definitely Ebony and Lacey, my lovely.
I love you, lovely. Okay, now that we're officially in the cry zone, I think it's time for us to end this episode. And I want to be where the Negroes are. Toast to you and your family. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, share with your siblings. Tell them how much you love them, how much you care about them. And we'll see you on the next episode of Tin Talk.
Doses.
That I'm telling you, that Negroes are like whatever that is. I want to be a part of it. Like I need the remix 1 and 2.
Oh, when the Negs, oh, when the Negroes, oh, when the Negroes marching on. I wanna be wherever they got that drum beat and that song.